I was a infantryman, assaultman, 0351, but I was a part of security forces for 2 years. So almost like security guard type stuff, fast company. Just a year prior to me actually joining was when 9/11 happened. So I'm in 2001. So, and then I enlisted in 2002. Yeah, right after high school, I graduated that Friday before, and then left Monday for boot camp. Would take fire and get pop shots taken at them outside the base, and so we would go out and patrol before they were scheduled out. Convoys, that was one of our main things. We did convoys, escorting big rigs from one base to another. Keep an eye out and watching people, make sure no one's planting IEDs along the main routes that we take. And the unit we were with over there, we were pretty tight.
What was it like coming back?
That was, it was a little tough.
Some of us actually have been in the service. It's interesting when we have a guy like Burns come in. I was in the Marine Corps, he was in the Marine Corps, so it sort of levels the playing field. And I mean, you get any two servicemen together, it's always what was your MOS, where did you serve, what was your duty station. It makes it that much easier and simpler for people to come in and adjust and feel like they're part of the group.
Sons of Thunder being on the Eastern Shore, we live in a community where all of us know a friend, a relative, someone who is either in the service or impacted by a loved one of their own being in the service. And it's really nice just to be part of the community that wants to give back and thank those people.
Been able to get in touch with quite a few mechanics and local fabricators as well as painters in the area who help us out in designing custom pieces for the bikes that will enable an amputee or someone who's otherwise physically disabled to ride a motorcycle safely. And from there we work with a veteran, whatever they are looking for in a motorcycle, we try and design for them, but we also try and give them a surprise aspect, something that they will like but they aren't really expecting, because that's a really big part, is surprising them and really giving them something that they're going to like for a really long time.
So as much as we would really like to show them absolutely everything we can about motorcycles, and we plan to show them as much as we can, we don't want them to come back, us throw them on a machine, for them to get hurt. So a big part of our plan is to help finance their tuition for some kind of motorcycle safety program. Having taken these programs myself, I know they can be beneficial because not everyone's confidence is always up to par. All the little tips and suggestions that they can really give make it far easier for someone who is new to riding.
So the fun part of our plan is the gift for the sacrifice. And that's when everything's all said and done, when the veteran's been able to come in there to the shop, they've been able to work with their hands. We've been able to send them to motorcycle safety course so they can learn more than just the fundamentals of riding. Then comes the day where we hand them the keys. It's to say thank you for being a patriot for this country.
It definitely is a way to get outside of everyday thoughts, everyday, worries, It's a great thing to support because PTSD and what it's geared towards too. And I feel like this organization is something that can, help out with that.